fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest. It's the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go at Mile High. On the return, here's Travion Henderson. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's third overall pick. He started 12 games last year as a rookie. That's Drake May.
Kate, you watch Drake play this game, and he checks every box you want for a franchise quarterback. Tall, athletic, great arm. Now he's got to take all that wonderful potential into week-to-week productivity.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's May. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
May now on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Baringer to do the honors. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
At his best, Bo Nix is a point guard facilitating an offense, getting that ball in and out of his hands as quickly as possible, but don't you dare sleep on his legs because he will hurt you with his athleticism too. And oh, by the way, did I mention a maturity well beyond his years?
To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
And the Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Inside handoff to Dobbins. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Nix from the gun. He lofts it deep right side. Touchdown! The Broncos don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. He finds finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Patriots nothing.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Escapes the defender. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. New England taking the field. Its second series of the game coming up. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's May. He'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Second and 10. Need something positive here. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. Shoots away from one. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's good for a Patriots first down. A gain of 15. First down, New England.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Going to the ground again on first. Again, he hits the second level. Down the sideline, past the 25. And he has it almost to the red zone, down at the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's a New England first down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
They go play action. Here's May. Has it at the 7. And he's going to be brought down as he sets his offense up with a first and goal.
That's another Patriots first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's second and goal. May now from the gun. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on fourth, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Here's May, third and goal. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means one's fourth down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
So now on fourth down, Andres Borregalis leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. A very short kick here from the right hash. Borregalis connects, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Now Borregalis on to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So the Broncos headed out for their second drive of the game. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Throwing on first down, Nix. Short pass brought in. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They pick the handoff. Now Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Shotgun snap to Nix. Throwing the out route complete. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Third down, Pat's going with a few extra defensive backs this time. To the air on 3rd and long. Brings in the lob pass. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Broncos will have a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
So read here, this is Dobbins. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Another Broncos first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Play action with Nix. Dump off to his fullback. He works it down to the edge of the red zone. Jack Gibbons in on the tackle.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, "You have a tight end with his hand on the ground?" "Yes, coach." you have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, Coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds Mims. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
5-yard gain on the play. That's another Broncos first down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice 1st and goal here from the 2.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Dobbins is across the line for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos get 6 more on their early advantage. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11.
Broncos 14, Patriots 3.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Patriots running their offense out there. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Ball at the 33 for first down. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. On a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 34-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. It's a design boot. Henry on the catch. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Pat Surtain, hauling him to the ground. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. The scoreboard reads 14-3. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They start out with 3rd and 4. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46. May on 1st and 10. Is it in close? And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Henderson here from the gun. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Broncos are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. He's running with it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's him the 1st.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Dobbins trying the right side. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Running by his back, Dobbins. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. In the red zone now. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos make it a 3-possession game. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos push their lead to 18.
Patriots 3.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Fielded by Henderson. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers. Right in a tournament, they don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Henderson on 1st and 10. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They gain 14 on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Sticking with Henderson. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's May. He brings it in. And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but this still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
And this one doesn't go far. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet. That's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Right side, Henderson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Patriots 1st down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st down throw for May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Putting the tight end in motion. This is Henderson on 2nd down. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
They're in long for him here. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he ended up time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Another punt coming up. Bryce Behringer to do the honors again. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. The Broncos are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Broncos with a lot of ground between where they are now and where they need to go. Nix holds on to it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's Nix. He's calling his own number again. And Nix slides in safely, doing so after he picked up that first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Broncos first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Connecting on a slant. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Second and 3 now. Nix now to throw. And trying to set the screen. Dobbins. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Nix looking to throw. Dialing up a receiver screen. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Nix to throw again. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 3rd and goal. All right, so defensively, you've seen 2 throws now. You turn both of them away. It seems fairly likely you have another one coming up here on 3rd and goal.
It does, and I think defensively, now you've really got to protect against the QB extending the play. Right after a couple incompletions, Kate, you know as a quarterback, if it's not there right away, I I better be creative to try to find 6.
And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get more points to end a lopsided first half. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again.
Patriots 3.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
For the Broncos.
And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. First down, May. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down. May now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Score momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
And a Patriot first down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's May on first and 10. This one's caught. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Now the Patriots calling their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Now it's Andres Borregales to try the Patriots field goal. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Now Borregales on to send it away.
Kickoff for New England.
Marvin Mims now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Broncos start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Gives it Dobbins to start the third. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Running it again with Dobbins. He's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's 3rd down now.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Patriots into the dime, 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He has the first over the middle. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
The Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
They'll run on 1st down with Dobbins. He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Running left, it's Dobbins. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. I think they might have taken that first down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out 3rd down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on 3rd down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
That's caught for the first. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Denver first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play
1 yard gain.
is at least he didn't go backwards.
2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Nix. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
For how well they were moving the ball on this possession, surprising. Surprising to see them get caught up now, and even more surprising, Kate, to see them knock so far backwards with a sack. At this point, well, you got to get back on schedule. Maybe even a manageable 4th down if you don't get the first.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Air it out on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good. And their lead grows further to 25 points.
Had the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the 2nd half and add to it. Sure, you'd love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
Will Lutz.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. It's Henderson on the give. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. They sent with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, he's gonna run for it. And to the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well short here. And that's gonna bring up 4th down.
I love that play. And that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
On now comes their punter. Bryce Baringer, the one to send it away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing here, Nix. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. That's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
This is Dobbins. He has this down to the 34. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
That's another Broncos 1st down.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Nix. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still third down.
They still need 4. Third down now after the penalty. Now Nix. Finds the in route complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Will Lutz getting the call on fourth down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. This will be a 44-yard look. The kick by Lutz is good. And that gives them a 28-point advantage.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Fielded by Henderson. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The New England offense running out now. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. He dodged the tackle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. To the air on 1st down. May. Brought in. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a New England 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Henderson here from the gun. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the third quarter. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Patriots have it. 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, here's May. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get 1 step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Made out a throw on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Throwing again, it's May. He'll get this to Henry. And he stopped after a gain of about 5. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. Call it a 70-yard pickup, and they're just a yard away now on 2nd and goal.
Give some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. I got to be honest, the 1st down run often leads to 2nd down pass, but I don't think so now. Now you push that pile, go finish this drive.
Fullback trying to power it across. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Patriots putting up points in a game decided. Goal line formation, a give to the fullback powering forward. Is that Lorenzo O'Neal? That Tom Rathman down there, Brock? It doesn't get more old school smash mouth than that.
Yeah, I think you could go back to the early 1900s with no face masks and still find that play, that formation, and yes, sometimes even that touchdown.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Patriots 13.
Now Borregales on to send it away. On the return, here's Mims. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. They get it on the ground here with Dobbins. Escapes the defender. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a pickup of 11. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
First down.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
1st down, ball at the 36. Nix from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Picked off by Craig Woodson. And the Patriots take over at the 30. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, You have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's May. Has him on the quick hitter. Now first down, only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. Stopped after a gain of 2, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker, and that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Brought in inside the 20. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
And the Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Waste of time.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Tossing it to Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
There's corners in this league that really love to cover. There's corners in this league that really love to hit. Corners that can do both, those are the guys that make themselves some serious money.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. On the right side, Henderson. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
They bring Diggs in motion. May now on 3rd down. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. That one complete to Diggs. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
May now from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
And he scores. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots get it back to within 2 possessions.
Touchdown, Patriots.
Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Patriots get it back to a 14-point game.
Patriots 20.
They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. This one's covered by the Broncos hands team. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. The Broncos are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. Ball at the 33 for first down. Is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. From the red zone on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game.
Patriots 22-yard line.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Nix off the play action. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Now the Patriots calling their third and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Third and long for him here. Gets him on the in route. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. Fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you can call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Here's May to the air. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Patriots trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Here's May on 1st and 10. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down, Patriots.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Made to throw it. Catch made. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
The Patriot 1st down.
They're set up at the 35 now. Here's May again. Hits his running back. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. To the air yet again. May. Short pass brought in. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Again, it's May. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets this forward to the 19. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense, and number 2, you gain respect with your teammates.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Complete to Kayshawn Booty. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
So to the side of many mile-high salutes throughout the building, it's a win at home for the Broncos. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. And the crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ball game.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, to quiet the crowd. But you know what's even better? When you get to celebrate with your family, your friends, your hometown people, your community, and you know, more importantly, they played a role as that extra voice in that building, man. It is a rewarding feeling.